Sasa mimi usiniambie nimekataa kulipa. Na kama nimekataa, come on Wednesday. How much is that? Hiyo ni viatu tu. Nonsense.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Celestine Wendia. I'll be your host for today. And we will be talking about how drama and confusion was unfolding at Pastor Nganga's Neno Evangelism Center, that is his church, when Nairobi City County officials led by Geoffrey Mosiria, the Nairobi County Chief Officer for Environment. We all know Geoffrey. He has been going around shutting down establishments that don't have the certifications. And he said he is there to collect 10 million in unpaid land rates.
Ile deni ambayo wana owe Nairobi County land rates is 10 million ambayo wanafaa walipe. So tutakuja hapa kama kawaida kwa sababu apostle mwenyewe alisema, niliona video anasema takataka ya 10 million. Mimi ndio nimesimamia takataka, ndio maana nimeikujia inisaidie tuweze tukaenda tukafuel gari zetu tuweze kuokota takataka Nairobi yote, hata hii takataka yake ya hoteli pia tuweze kuichukua. Lengo letu si kuja kufungia neno. Lengo letu ni kwamba neno liendelee, na Apostle Nganga ni rafiki yetu, tuweze kuwa na amani na tuishi kwa amani, tuendelee kuishi kwa amani na umoja na upendo katika jiji letu. So ujumbe mfikie Apostle kwamba ujumbe yake ilitufikia na yetu pia leo imfikie. Wednesday tutakuja tukunywe na yeye chai bila alisema, alafu atupatie deni letu la county. Asanteni sana. Yaani hiyo takataka ya milioni 10 alisema.
Saying that the church also needs to pay for garbage generated because the county is the one that offers services to collect it. At the same time, Pastor Nganga was told to produce the business permit and food handler's certificate for the restaurant that is run by his church. They said that they are going to close down the restaurant if Pastor Nganga does not produce the two documents.
So I only needed two things. Two. A unified business permit. If this person is transacting business. I said the gentleman in red. That is who I was told to speak to. That is who I have spoken to.
Okay.
Second,
listen to me. Who are you? First, who are you? Because we need to know, are you responsible to handle any business here?
Yes, I'm responsible.
Okay. Kwa majina naitwa Geoffrey Mosiria, katibu mkuu wa mazingira Gatuzi la Nairobi. Leo hii tuko hapa tutafuta rand.
We all know Pastor Nganga a couple days ago slammed Nairobi County over intimidation over land rates crackdown. And we know how he gets when it comes to him answering back to people. Nganga highlighted the fact that former Governor Mike Sonko had already given a waiver, and unless it had been revoked, he is not giving the money. And he said if they want the money, if the waiver has been revoked, they should go get the money from him. He highlighted the fact that he has several cars that could pay off that money. So if the waiver has been written off, they should write a letter to address that and then go get their money.
City Council wa Nairobi, simukuje nikifika. Milioni 10 ni takataka kwangu. Hata milioni 5 ni takataka. Naweza hata peana gari yangu. Shamba mlipeleka kotini. Sawa, imefungwa. Sasa mimi sijakataa kulipa. Kama watu wa Illuminati ndio wamekataa kulipa, sijui watu wa devil worshiper, mimi sijakataa kulipa. Shamba mmefunga. Iko kotini. Sasa mimi usiniambie nimekataa kulipa. Na kama nimekataa, come on Wednesday. How much is that? Hiyo ni viatu tu. Nonsense. Nilipewa na Sonko. Sonko alitupatia barua akasema ametupatia waiver. Kama watu wa City Council msikilize. Na nikija mkuje hapo tukutane na nyinyi. Sonko aliandika barua. Akanipatia waiver, makanisa yale yako hapo town nikapewa waiver. Ni sawa? I have the papers. Tangu mlipokuja hamuja tupatia barua ya kucancel hiyo. Ni sawa? Hamuja nipatia barua ya kucancel hiyo. Mind your own business. Bado mtakulana. Najua mnataka kuchukua. Ndio ikifika 2027 kama hamtarudi mkakule. Zangu mkikula mtakulana wenyewe. niandikie barua ukanzu ile ya niandikie barua ukanzu ile Sonko aliandika. Sonko was a governor, akaandika na nikaretewa, sijakosa kulipa. Wewe umeingia kiti yako hiyo trade ngapi hiyo, andika useme revoke this, lakini wewe kunilipisha ya Sonko. You can't charge me ile Sonko alipeana because he's a governor. He's a governor. Wewe ni charge yako hii miaka 2, miaka 3. Juma Alhamisi ukuja hapo, ukitaka cash nitakupatia cash. You want in dollar, I'll give you in dollar. Lakini jidi nitasimamia. Mimi nitasimamia. I will stand on this gospel. Wait, niliwaambia mtakulana. Si ngoja uone. Ngoja uone. You don't know my word. Nilikuambia niliona bendera ya Kenya juu ya miti. Juu ya miti. Na manabii muamke muombe. Tuombe nchi hii sasa. Kuna shida kubwa sana. Hiyo mnaona si kitu hapo. Kuna ingine imefichwa hapo. Hiyo unaona imefichwa. Hapo kuna kitu kimefichwa chini ya maji. Lakini ole wako kama ungejua there is God in heaven, ungetubu.
However, Mike Sonko came forward and said when he was governor, he offered waivers to a couple of businesses. He said, yes, the pastor is right, and without fear of contradiction, I vividly remember and confirm that I lawfully issued an executive order giving a waiver to all religious institutions and organizations. So, Pastor Nganga isn't lying. This included churches, mosques, madrasas, and even children's homes, homes for the aged, and shelters for the poor. Sonko added that even small traders like mbogas had their license arrears waived during his time as governor.
Governor, there's what we call waiver. We unapeana waiver. And what Pastor Nganga Commander is talking, he is right. There is no money everywhere. Mchai kwa kila mahali duniani. So hii mambo ya kufinya mapasta, paka wanaanza kupiga kelele kwa TikTok, kufinya makanisa. Even a good example, that good gesture of Pastor Mwai extended even to, I remember Jamia Mosque walikuwa na mijengo zao hapo karibu na msikiti. We gave them a waiver. Wanted to building plan, just approve. You don't need to raise money from religious institutions. No. Hiyo ina pole governor.
He explained that all these waivers were done according to Nairobi County bylaws and would remain valid unless officially revoked by a governor who came after him. So, I know many people don't know what exactly is a waiver. A waiver is when the government or the county officially decides to cancel or forgive a fee or debt. That is like, in this case, it means that churches and other non-profit organizations were allowed not to pay land rates or license fees for a certain period. Waivers are usually given to support public interest groups like religious institutions, charity homes, or small traders who serve the community and may not have enough income to pay high county fees. However, for a waiver to be valid, for it to be effective, it must be issued in line with county laws and must be documented, usually through an official gazette notice or an executive order. If a new administration doesn't cancel that waiver, it remains in effect. So that means if the governor that came after Sonko didn't say that he has cancelled out that waiver, that means the governor that came in after Sonko, if he did not say, I have cancelled the waivers, then the waiver that Sonko offered is still valid and it should be effective. The confusion seems to come from poor communication between the current county government and institutions like Pastor Nganga's church. If the waiver is still active, then the church may not owe the 10 million shillings. But if the current county leadership quietly revoked the waiver and didn't recognize it, then they still might have to demand the payment. This situation shows the need to clear records, proper communication, and fairness when dealing with community institutions. Nairobi residents will now be watching closely to see how the county handles not just this case, but others like it in the future. Tell us how you think this is going to unfold. We all know how it goes when county government is dealing with the citizens. Thank you for watching Havana Media. I have been your host, Celestine Wandia.